How's that?
Actually got that first shot against Frank in the UFC in '98.
Ooh.
After you hooked up there. Talk about how that materialized, because I remember that fight pretty close. I was there.
Me too. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I had a couple of fights. Once I met Monty, he was just getting ramped up, so he was doing lots of shows. So I fought for him pretty regularly, his first handful of shows. And one of his fights, I want to say it was Extreme Challenge, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something like that, or maybe even a different name, I don't recall. But I ended up winning the 4-man tournament that he did. And John Peretti, who was the matchmaker for the UFC, he was good friends with Monty, and he was in the audience at the time. So I won the fight, and he was like, hey, I like you. You're a good fighter. I'm going to put you in as an alternate in the UFC. And I was originally supposed to face Chuck Liddell as an alternate in the tournament when Dan Henderson fought. It was
Alan
Goes,
Jesus.
Dan Henderson, and Bob Gilstrap. Those were the 4. So I was supposed to be an alternate for that tournament against Chuck Liddell. And then about I don't know, not long, maybe a month out from the show, John Peretti called me. Apparently the UFC had decided to do some pay-per-view reworkings. And he said, okay, now you're fighting. You're no longer the alternate. You're fighting Frank Shamrock for the title. Yeah.
Same pay.
A little different.
Same pay.
Yeah, same pay. Yeah, I made $2,500 for that fight.
And 2 extra rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that was going to be one of my next questions. That's kind of, that's kind of a learning experience there.
Yeah,
Now, for people who haven't seen the fight, Jeremy, you had him. Talk about that experience, man. Talk about.
Well, so I mean, honestly, I still don't to this day, and I didn't then. I don't think Frank Shamrock is very good. I know that he's looked at as like an icon of the sport. He's a record setter, a trend breaker, an entrepreneur, tip of the spear kind of guy. But his jiu-jitsu is garbage, and it always has been. So even back then, I was pretty raw. I was nothing compared to the modern day jiu-jitsu we see now. So yeah, I mean, of course, I didn't know that at the time. I look back and I see now, but so yeah, I mean, I was able to control him. I was able to dominate him positionally pretty easily because his jiu-jitsu is not very good.
Yeah.
Oh, I was able to pass his guard pretty easy. I was able to take him down. I was able to mount him pretty easily, but I was in such utter shock that I was able to do this to, the best fighter in the world. But yeah, I mean, so I would take him down and I would get mounted on him and I would think, oh my God, I'm mounted on Frank Shamrock. What the hell just happened? How did this happen? Yeah. And so I was really frozen by my success. I just thought, okay, that was luck. He underestimated me. Any second now, he's going to turn it on and he's going to smoke me. And then it didn't happen. And then I take him down again. I pass his guard and mount him again. I'm like, okay, something happened. That was an accident. Any second now, he's going to turn it on and he's going to smoke me. And it just kept going like that through the whole fight. I just kept thinking, this is just a series of blind luck and unfortunate happy accident in my favor. Sooner or later, he's going to put it in gear and he's going to smoke me. And then finally, going into that overtime, Pat Miletich, who's cornering me at the time, is like, look, this guy's no good. You can beat him. Go out there and take him apart. And I was like, finally, I get it. Yes, that's all he's got. He's not hiding anything. He's not holding back. I can beat this guy. I go out there. I take him down. I shoot a sloppy takedown, and he capitalized on that leg that I left hanging out there and caught me in a knee bar.
Yeah.
But it was totally my own, certainly not arrogance, but I just got sloppy. And finally, I was like, okay, I believe it. I'm better than him. I can beat him. Let's go get it done. And I just got a little sloppy and reckless, and he caught me.